Welcome back to the channel. It's wonderful to see you. I'm the ordinary watch guy. I'm very ordinary, but the watches are incredible. Now, in this video, I've got a very peculiar one for you. This isn't my job. I decided to build a watch channel because I love watches and I have my own take on all of that. So I thought that I could share that in an entertaining way, and I hope that I do. I've got a separate business entity and I also run a not-for-profit organisation that supports children and young people. Now I employ people in those ventures, and a young woman who works for me, knowing that I love watches, asked me about pink watches. She has a major thing for pink and it's like a signature colour for her. She's young, she has pink in her hair, and she accessorizes with pink all of the time. So she asked me to come up with some pink watch ideas, and that sparked me to thinking about a top 10 of pink watches. It seems to be a really hot colour right now. Not long ago it was that Tiffany blue, but I honestly think that we're over that, or at the very least it's calmed down a bit, and I think pink might be the new colour coming through as it happens. So let's go pink today, and here's my pink top 10. In at number 10, I'm going to put the Chuda Black Bay Chrono. Okay, this is a damn fine watch, and Chuda, although they are in serious danger of becoming a one-trick pony around the Black Bay model, they do make excellent watches. The pink Chrono caught everyone because it really just shook off that quite conservative, dare I say it, slightly vanilla Black Bay vibe. But it was supposed to be a limited edition run. Chuda said few will ever be made. So of course, when it hit, the secondary market responded predictably and the price spiked. People were talking about £30,000 for this watch. And well, would you imagine it? The watch went into general production as part of the full catalogue, and those values collapsed. I think quite a few people probably got burned on that, and I don't like those shenanigans at all. The watch is still difficult to get hold of. It's a £4,880 piece new. The secondary market seems to be holding it at between £7,500 and £8,000 in the UK. I think a few people are trying to get back whatever they can from if they bought it at its peak. But you know it's a great watch. It looks great too, and both men and women can enjoy this piece equally, but Chuda got that whole situation badly wrong. At number 9, I'm going to go sophisticated here, and it's a ladies' dress watch.
This week on Phil is crap at speaking French.
The Breguet Reine de Naples? The Reine de... oh dear. Sorry, I'll put it on the screen. Reine de Naples. Oh. In pink. This egg-shaped dress watch is dressed in rose gold with just over a carat of diamonds on show too. It has so much to appreciate. Not merely as a timepiece, but as a piece of jewellery. Breguet are basically showing off here. The setting of the 3-blade deployant clasp is highly decorative. The reverse of the case and the exhibition case back is a thing of beauty. The dial has a surrealist Alice in Wonderland quality to it, with 2 small golden hands pointing to distorted numbers. The strap is pink calfskin leather. As a watch, it has 19.4mm dial and a thickness of just 3.7mm, which is incredibly thin and dainty. It boasts 45 hours of power reserve, and it's a snip at just £40,000 MSRP. But I had to put some glamour on a list about pink watches, didn't I? For number 8, I'm going accessible here, and at £100, the GShock Crazy Colours series has this intense, shocking pink offer that was released to commemorate 25 years of GShock back in 2008. Thankfully, it's still available today, and believe it or not, we're now on year 41 for the Casio brand. This is the all-weather, all-terrain watch on the list. 5 years of battery life, accurate to plus minus 15 seconds per month, 200 meters of water resistance, and numerous digital functions. I particularly like the pink backlight, which is a really great detail to match the outer case and really suits the whole vibe of this watch. At number 7, I'm going to go with the Longine Conquest 34mm version, which is available in pink on a pink rubber strap to complete the look. There's a powder blue version also available. A display case back is well presented. The dial is described as sunray pink, a radial design with applied indices and markers. You've got silvered, polished hands and super luminova. Longine have fitted an L888 caliber self-winding movement, and it has a very impressive 72 hours of power reserve in the offer too. The strap is secured with a double security folding clasp that has a micro adjustment system. I've seen this clasp on another watch offered by Longines, and it really is fantastic. I love that micro adjustment system. All this and the watch has magnetic resistance too. Longines are always going to be one of my favourites. It's listed at £1,900 MSRP, but you can pick it up new in the secondary market at around about £1,600. And on to number 6, and now we're looking at Seiko and the Pressage range at £500 MSRP, or much less if you're happy to shop around. I can find it for about £360 including VAT. This is a great watch with a beautiful radial dial on a stainless steel bracelet. There's a 33mm dial, 41 hours of power reserve from the caliber 4R35 movement. 11.3mm of case thickness means that it's a fairly unobtrusive piece that could be used for formal dressing such as dinner or a theatre visit, or you could use it in the office or in a business setting too. Number 5 takes us to the final countdown.
It's the final countdown.
Okay, that's enough of that. At number 5, yep, it's the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Candy. This watch on a 34mm dial should cost you £5,000 MSRP. At 36mm, it's just £5,300, so just £300 more. Being a bit of a fashionable number, the secondary market is offering this without any of the waiting list drama for about £8,000 to £9,000 in the UK, usually at the 36mm size. That 36mm size is notoriously versatile for both men and women, suiting both slender wrists and thicker presentations too. I'm not much of a Rolex fan, and I really don't like the Rolex hype or the AD behaviours, but you cannot argue with the quality of the watches. If you can secure this at MSRP, it is a fantastic go anywhere, do anything offer, and that's why it's in the top 5. At number 4, it's Zenith with the Defi Skyline. Now, I do not know what the availability of this piece is actually like out there, because it states that there are only going to be 100 of them, but it seems to be available. I've done some rudimentary looking and there are watches to pick up, probably because in the UK it's a bit of a whopping £9,300. It's a limited edition, Genta-esque Royal Oak homage. Would you call it homage? Potentially. Stainless steel with the El Primero 3620 movement. It has a 1/10 of a second complication at the 3 o'clock position. The sales proceeds benefit Susan G. Komen, a breast cancer foundation based in Dallas, Texas. And you know, with this being a Zenith, it's going to be both stunning and a great timepiece too. At number 3, we're on the big top 3 now. I'm going to take us straight to the Oris ProPilot X with a dial that Oris generously described as red. I didn't know if I could squeeze it onto the list because actually it's a bit more peach than pink. But what the heck, I'm going to stretch the rules here because it's a really great watch. ProPilot X watches are just superb. 39mm dial, lightweight titanium case and bracelet. The bracelet is so futuristic looking, and I think the pink hue of the dial really suits that titanium colour. A simple date complication on a minimalist dial. When you get to the movement though, that's when things really get exciting. This is a watch built on the tremendous Oris Caliber 400, which gives 120 hours of power reserve and a daily accuracy of -3 + 5 seconds. And there's that huge 10-year warranty from Oris. This really is a fantastic watch. The Oris ProPilot X400 in pink usually does the rounds at about £3,600, but I've seen it in sales, and there's a sale going on at the moment that I've spotted where it's up at £2,336, and I think that's an incredible bargain. Okay, for my number 2, I'm going to go with the Omega Seamaster Aquatera shades, 34mm with a shell pink radial dial. This is an absolute piece of class with the finish and quality everyone expects from Omega. The Aquatera is one of the classic Garda watches and it looks incredible. A brass dial with a sun-brushed finish and circular date complication at the 6 o'clock position. The hands and markers are diamond polished 18 karat white gold. We've got the 8800 Meta certified movement and it's on show in the exhibition case back. This watch has an MSRP of £6,600, £6,600, but I've seen it as low as £5,000 including VAT if you're willing to import one, or £5,600 from locations already in the UK. It's a classic Garda with incredible accuracy. Omega tests them to ±1 second per day, which is incredible, but 3 or 4 seconds is probably more likely. And reliability that is absolutely second to nobody. So let's have a drum roll for number 1. Who do you think I've put in there? Well, no prizes for guessing. It's the Grand Seiko with the pink snowflake, otherwise referred to under the catchy SBGA 497. I can imagine people asking why I didn't choose the Shun Bun. Have I overlooked the obvious child? Well, the Shun Bun is a beautiful and obvious choice in a list of this nature, and if I could with a straight face, present you 2 Grand Seikos on this list, well of course I would have, and I'd put the Shun Bun in here too. But I've chosen the pink snowflake because it is simply more, well, pink actually. The Shun Bun strives for the effect of cherry blossom petals and has an elusive pink hue that depends on the lighting and the angle of the viewer. The pink snowflake is just a little bit more obvious, and I think in this context that counts. Additionally, while both watches have the incredible 9R65 spring drive movement with 72 hours of power reserve and +1 second per day accuracy, I think the pink snowflake edges ahead of the Shun Bun here because you can pick it up for about £3,500 plus VAT direct from Japan. The Shun Bun will probably cost you about £1,000 more. Okay guys, remember it's just a list. This is all about opinions. The great thing about watches and horology is that we're all allowed our favourites. I'm sure your list would look different, but I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below. Let me know what your favourite pink watch is, and if you own one, let us know what you got. This video is going out on Wednesday, and all being well, I'll be in Milan visiting Unimatic and the watch boutiques of one of Italy's most beautiful cities. Hopefully I'll be back with a wonderful video for you to enjoy. In the meanwhile, don't forget to like, comment, and of course, subscribe. Thank you for helping the channel to grow. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.